I documented myself until I made $1 million. Let's hop into
When
it.
I was 18, I set out on a goal to make $1 million profit by 21 years old. And for the next 3 years, I pretty much sacrificed everything.
Hold on. This is low-key me for real. Like, in high school, I made a promise to myself. Like, I want to, like, be, like, get, like, $500,000 or have $1 million by the age of 25. And, like, I just turned 20. So, like, that's why I just, like, fucking keep going. Like, earlier this day, before this stream, I was spending hours trying to figure out, like, how to fucking set up my Go XLR. That way I could stream off of that PC right there. I know you guys can't see it, but it's on that desk. And, I literally spent, like, all day, like, yesterday, trying to figure out the audio situation. Because, like, I was just considering quitting. I was like, it was so bad because, like, I could not figure it out. But I finally did, and I was like, oh my god. I was so happy. I was so goddamn happy. Like, just getting the audio to run from here to there was like I was fighting a war zone with myself. So, if you're like fucking, if you got goals, keep going. Keep going.
Make it happen, and I recorded the entire journey just for this video, and maybe you'll see that you can literally start knowing absolutely nothing and still make it happen. So when I was 18, I was working at a grocery store at the time, and one day a lady just straight up pooped herself in the aisle. They handed me
Yeah. Oh hell no, I'm not cleaning that shit up. Oh hell no, I'm not cleaning that shit up. No, you cannot pay me enough to do that shit. Yeah, but I worked in fucking Publix when I was 15, 14. I believe it was after my dad died. And then I worked there for 2 years, and like I realized like fucking by how many people I talked to, and like I learned so much by working from a young age, and like it made me realize like, bro, I can't do this 9 to 5 shit. I can't fucking keep on working and like fucking coming in every single day working till 11, then have to go to school tomorrow, then have to be back at work at like 3:20 once school gets out. I was just slowly just going into insanity until one day I just lost it. And then after that, I got another job at a 5-star restaurant. I gained some good skills there, and then from there I went into the military, and it's not bad right now, but I can't stay enlisted. I cannot stay enlisted. But enough of the yapping. Let's get back into the video.
paper towels and told me to clean it, and in that very moment I was wondering how the hell did I even end up in this situation.
Yeah,
but the
I'm
truth
not.
is, this is
Hell
exactly
no.
where I needed to be. In high school I was kind of a loser. I smoked weed every day, before school, after school, during school, and I pretty much cheated on everything that I possibly could. I was like,
God damn. Yo, feed. God damn. I don't mean to clown him, but bro. I was the total opposite. Like, I had no friends. I remember in high school, and I would go to school, right? Wake up, go to school. I would get to school late because, like, I walked to school, and it took me like an hour to walk to school. And I would get to school. I think class started at like 7. Was it 7 or like 6? It was like 7:40 or some shit like that. And I would show up to class like at 8:15, and it was either the first, like, because we had A day and B day, and on one day I had fucking either math, or the next day I had study hall. And I would just get there, and like I would just open up my computer right if I'm in study hall, and I would just fucking start investing. I would just start investing. I would just start just buying stocks because the market was getting ready to open up soon. So I was getting ready. I was looking at my portfolio and shit. And I remember one day, like, this guy next to me who he saw me, and he's like, "Do you know what you're doing?" And I was like, I was confused on like what the fuck he was talking about. Like, what do you mean? And then like he was talking like about me investing. And then, like, at that point, I've been investing for, like, I think 3-4 years. And it didn't occur to me that, like, I was so used to investing, and like at a young age it didn't occur to me that like other people didn't know how to invest. I'm like, I was just sitting there buying stocks and shit, just looking at my trading view, looking at my fucking portfolio, just strategizing shit. And it didn't occur to me like I'm so way leagues ahead of like kids my age in certain subjects or in certain things. And I was like, holy shit.
Class clown, but to be honest, I really wasn't anything past that. I ended up going to community college when everybody else around me was getting into these big 4-year universities, and I kind of got clowned for it. After graduation, something started to shift. I started seeing Gary Vee videos, and I watched every single one I could find.
This next 5-year window is when you don't go practical and safe.
I started doing long runs because finishing something hard felt like I was proving people wrong in my head. I may have been a schizophrenic, but most importantly, I got so motivated that I committed to documenting everything.
This is gonna be day one of, I guess, my journey.
I tried becoming a TikToker. I tried YouTube pranks.
But you want to dump plastic
Yeah.
in the ocean?
Well, yeah, it makes it like a nice little feel to it.
I unfortunately tried street interviews.
Oh my god. I'm not trying to clown this dude, but that doesn't work for everybody. Like I get, like, I see him doing the trend and like I see him doing all that stuff, but like that doesn't work for everybody. That's like saying, hey, do Shopify, do drop shipping, you're gonna be successful. But it doesn't just work like that. It doesn't just work like that.
Drops his pants and it's all over the back.
I don't know what I was thinking, bro. None of it worked, but I kept going. Every single day, I wrote the same line in my journal. Millionaire by 21.
You can do fucking anything. I'm not even there yet. Like, I'm gonna fucking go get it, and anybody can.
I was honestly smoking that Gary Vee pack, and I was just super motivated. Then one night, my boy Nick invited me to a party in LA. He was part of this YouTube group called Free Time. I didn't even really like parties like that, but I wanted to meet more people that were making good money. When I get there, it's this big house with armed security outside and people everywhere. Nick then introduces me to this guy Jason, who was the talent manager of their YouTube group. I'd already had a few drinks at that time, so with absolutely no plan, I just asked him, yo, can I be your assistant? He laughed and thought I was joking, but I was 100% serious.
Come on, bro,
I'm like,
please.
serious, so when am I starting? I didn't even know what the job would be, but I didn't care. I just wanted it. Now cut back to the exact shift that I was picking up poop like a Disney movie. After the shift, Jason calls me.
My good friend Jason offered me a job or an internship for 1 month trial. See if I had what it takes to, be his assistant.
I then went into my next shift and quit with no notice. And my first tasks were to put LED lights under his bed and get on a ladder and put pictures on the wall. About 2 weeks in, he started a management company for TikTokers, and that was my first time sitting in on a real meeting. And for the next 2 weeks, I showed up before everyone and left after everyone, or I drove from my college classes an hour away just to be there.
I overslept, so I got no time.
Killed it today, worked 10.5 hours.
By the end of the 30 days, Jason pulled me aside and said, we're gonna bring you on for $3K a month. I could not believe it.
Damn, that's not bad. At what, 18, and when was this? Like, well, the video was 5 months ago, but at 18, let's say it's 2016, 2018. That's not bad. That's not bad for an 18-year-old. That's not bad. Yeah.
I called my parents and I told them I wanted to drop out and pursue this full time.
Now I'm currently the Talent Partnerships Coordinator at TalentX Entertainment.
I was way in over my head. I would be in the bathroom looking up YouTube tutorials on how to make Google Sheets, send out calendar invites, and even how to email people. And the people at the company noticed that.
So real. So real. Clash Royale on the toilet. So real. So real.
Pretty much
so
immediately
real.
And told Jason that I probably shouldn't be there because I was too new. But thankfully, Jason had my back and said that I could just be his personal assistant instead of working with the rest of the team. He then got so busy with larger company stuff that I got to kind of manage his creators secretly.
That I pretty much had to take over the entire 15 client roster as a nobody, as somebody who didn't know what he was doing and just figure it out.
Over the next 8 months, I convinced my parents to let me pause college, and I spent every single day working like crazy, and I learned everything from managing talent to calling brands to landing deals on my own.
And then at night when everybody's like done with work and having fun, I had to keep on staying in my fucking seat and working my fucking face off.
Eventually, they decided to sell that company, so I left and started doing it on my own with the help of Jason on the side. Then I was able to land a deal 10 times bigger than I had ever done before. My cut of that deal was $25,000.
The most money I've ever received ever.
I moved out of my parents' house and was excited to keep going, but unfortunately after that deal, I was in for a rude awakening. So after that 300K deal, I thought I was a certified businessman. You know, I
hell
learned how
no.
to sell and middleman brand deals, but I didn't really want to do that forever. So Jason and I decided to build something bigger. It was a tech platform called Mecca, which was going to be Discord with subscriptions built into it.
People are upvoting, people are interacting, seeing the general chat.
What are these photos? What are these? Jaden Ross. Probably means we're going to start seeing a few new faces around here. I'm sorry. It just looks super corny. Oh my god.
There's polls.
We went all in for a full year and pitched investors almost every day and got over 100 no's.
I believe we
Damn.
had like 66 no's so far up to this point from VCs.
Before every single meeting, I'd get so nervous that I could throw up.
That heart sinking feeling, I have that fucking feeling every single day.
I was pushing myself so far out of my comfort zone every single day, I was starting to lose my mind.
It's been 2 years of uncomfort and just pushing myself and pushing myself.
Wait, before he continues, it's crazy though. I guarantee you, what he says next is that it paid off, or like some crazy shit happened. Cause like it's crazy how like you can work, and the thing is about YouTube and creating, it's that like time pays off. Cause right, I might be getting low views now, but give it enough time and one day one video can change so much, or like just one video or a few videos can change so many things at just once. It like, cause all it takes is one good hour or one viral video and everything changes. And or like just like or meeting the right person at the right place at the right time. It's crazy how in 24 hours your life can just change.
There's really nothing to lose for me at this point.
We were taking L after L with absolutely no money coming in. I started to wonder if I should have never dropped out of college in the first place, and if that one big deal was just a big fluke. That was the hardest year of my entire life. But little did I know that soon after, my life was about to change. Then we saw one of Jason's old clients make $100,000 in a single month off a Snapchat show. So we then reached out to Snapchat to pitch them on bringing our creator connections to Snapchat. And they said yes. So I then started messaging creators a simple offer. We'll get you a Snapchat show, we'll repackage all of your content and do all of the work for you, and send you checks at the end of every single month. And it worked. We signed our first 10 creators, but really only one of them made money. She was a Storytime creator that made $80,000 in her first month. That next month, I signed as many of these people as I could with the same style of content, and then the big day came. It was time to see what the revenue was.
All right, here we go.
Okay,
Come on.
1, 2.
Yes, that's great. That's 8 day total. That's only 8 days.
Wow.
So that's fucking really good. That's like a lot of money.
I then checked my number and I had made $50,000 profit to me in a month.
You know, why can't I have a 100K month? I do think I can double it and make $100,000 in December. So mark my words.
In the next few months, we scaled to over 200 creators and made $1.2 million in December alone. In that month, I made $200,000 profit to myself, which was double what I was hoping for in my big goal. My friends were also making money, buying cars, paying off their college debt, and I just moved into my dream apartment. I was just a couple months away from hitting that goal that I set out on.
It still hasn't hit me, you know. Even if this all ends tomorrow, I made my friends a bunch of money. I personally made a bunch of money. The resume was insane.
This was probably the happiest year of my entire life, but not long after, my world would come crashing down. Since we scaled so fast, we ended up putting a lot of trust into the creators that we personally brought on. Until one day we saw a violation come in, and it was Andrew Tate with boobs. I swear. And another one with weird soap on his face. That one violation triggered a deeper audit across our entire network. Snapchat started reviewing everything, and once they looked under the hood, they started to see a few other creators that were doing the exact same thing. So we stood out. We immediately started to fix it, but by that point, it was too late, and Snapchat made the tough decision and terminated the entire network.
Everything that I worked for, all the sacrifice, all the hours in front of the computer
bro.
since graduating high school. I
Damn.
have $0 in income, and I'm gonna get it back. I have around 700K, and I'm 21 years old.
But to make matters worse, that exact creator mailed me a framed picture of the exact thumbnail that lost me millions of dollars. It says, "Give a man a fish and you'll feed him for a day."
Oh my god. There's no way. I'm sorry, brother. There's no way. There's no way the creator who fucked this whole company sent him the thumbnail that got him fucked.
Give a man a fish and you'll feed him for a lifetime. In hindsight, I should have scaled slower and been super strict on quality control because just one thumbnail could cause big issues. So that wasn't a completely undeserved outcome, but it definitely was harsh. I ended up going back to my parents' house, didn't talk to anyone, didn't work. I just doom scrolled for 2 weeks straight. And unfortunately, it was looking pretty cooked to hit my goal for hitting 1 million by 21. But you can't make this shit up because what I thought was the worst thing that could have happened to me ended up being the best. And I know it's cliche, but you'll see. One day in one of my 8 doom scrolling sessions, I came across a TikTok.
Look at this, bro.
Monthly payouts.
Is that clicks? That's clicks. Oh my god.
150K!
It was a payout chart showing Fortnite map creators making millions of dollars in a month. This obviously sparked my interest, so I started plotting a little bit. I ended up cold DMing this guy named Luke who had made a lot of money on Snapchat and was an ex-Fortnite YouTuber, so I figured he would be good for marketing maps. I reached out to him and I said, "How are your Fortnite maps doing?" He had no idea what I was talking about, but then saw the payouts and was freaking out, and I told him I had devs ready to go. I had no devs. The next day, we were in a Discord call for 12 hours straight. Neither of us had a single clue how to build maps, but we didn't care. We just started spam DMing every Discord server that had developers in it, and then we got our accounts banned. So then we made alt accounts and continued to spam. Eventually, we found somebody that would make the map we wanted for $300. It was basically just this zombie survival game that we put a Mr. Beast thumbnail on, and we posted it. That next day, we wake up, and it has 11,500 players live, and it's top 10 in the world. We ended up making this clone of a gun game map that I was addicted to, and put a new thumbnail with a new weapon that they just added to the game. We went to sleep, woke up, and it had 5,000 players live. And when the payments came in, we had made $520,000 in 2 months off a $300 investment. I had just lost everything, and now we're back 2 months later. And ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, 3 years of build-up, dropping out of college, everything in my fucking soul to make it happen.
Oh shit, yo, my audio just disconnected.
And the moment we've
Okay, there we go.
3 years of build-up, dropping out of college, everything in my fucking soul to make it happen, we crossed the $1 million mark.
Look around you. Look at this. We created this. This didn't exist before we were here.
The biggest insight that I can give you over the past 3
Yo, and you know what's crazy? In this day and age, it's so fucking easy to just like it's so easy to make money off of just anything. You just have to have an idea and execute it. And then like that's what I just love about fucking that's what I just love about the mind. Like as long as you have a good enough idea and you like you can commit to that idea, you can make it happen. And that's what I love about that. That's what I love about these.
Is that during this entire process, I was worried that I was not doing enough work to hit the goal. And I told myself, if I ever achieve it, then I would tell the truth and say, you can have overwhelming fear of failure and then still make it work. In fact, is probably the only reason it will work. Or at least speaking in my case, if I didn't have that feeling of like, holy fuck, am I actually good enough to do this? I don't think I would have ended up here. So if you're feeling self-doubt about if you are feeling enough self-doubt because Dean says that he was feeling self-doubt, then good, you know? And that's just kind of the story of my life that keeps pushing me up this hill where I look back, I'm like, dang.
Subscribe to Dink Johnson.
W video, bro. W video, W creator, bro. I fuck with that. I fuck with that. I think that's 100% cool. That's really fucking cool. Yeah, that's why I keep going, bro. I eventually do. I really want to blow up, and I want to make more financial content and react to more financial content also, because I want to become a millionaire and reach my goals and all that stuff, and it's videos like these and stories like these that just fucking keep me going some days. But yeah, that's a W video. Shit, did my shit? Oh, my shit froze. My shit froze. God damn it. Hold on. Damn, bro. Deactivate. Activate. Look, I don't know if anybody told you, but I love flying, okay? Me, I love flying. Alright? Do you need to know again? Me, I love flying. I love flying, alright? Flying's all mine, okay? It's all mine. I love flying.